Oh. अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं विश्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमच्छादिलक्षणम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणसहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे। So today we are starting the second Unmesh, Dvitiya Unmesh, second blossoming of Shivasutra. In the first Unmesha, we have seen about how the Yogamaya can distract the sadhak and how to come out of that. What helps? Then what is the status of such siddhas? We call it siddha yogi. Then Shiva also, in a very subtle way, he told about the various rahasyas. Out of that 4 we have seen, and the last one was the mantra rahasya. That was Maharudayanu mantra viryanubhava. So this is for the Siddha yogi who has attained a certain highest level of sadhana. Now the second Unmesha talks about the various ways and various states of the sadhaka who is at the middle level, we can say, and is under the clutches of Mohamaya. So there are 10 verses or 10 sutras given, and we will just see what is Mohamaya. In first session only we have seen the 3 types of Maya. Now we will just quickly see the Mohamaya part. What is Mohamaya? Mohamaya means attachments. When one becomes very deeply attached with the mundane world, about the things around his own attainments or his various mundane world things like home or car, etc. These are at the mundane level. But the sadhak who is doing spiritual sadhana, sadhak also gets into Mohamaya, and that is in various forms. That is very difficult to understand also, but like Guru, getting attached to the outer form of Guru, this is also one type of Mohamaya. Then considering our Chitta as the supreme entity in our being and taking decisions with the Chitta, whether it is pure, may not be pure because attachments, worldly attachments are there, avidya is there, still considering Chitta is also Moha. Considering Chitta as a supreme being is also Moha. Then Vidya. During sadhana, many Vidya and Siddhis are there. So getting attached to such type of Siddhis is also one of the Mohamaya that is being considered in this field of spirituality. So Lord Shiva here gives certain tips to how to come out of the Mohamaya, how not to get entangled with such things. So first sutra is that Chittam mantraha. The chitta becomes mantra. Here the chitta we know it is the consciousness. It is the one of the antakaran chatushta and very important because at the human level, all the chitta shakti or all the wisdom of universe we receive it in chitta also. So the attribute of the self always reflects to Satchit Ananda. This is truth, consciousness, and bliss. These are the three attributes that the self illuminates through in a human being. And these are all relative terms considering the human aspects, considering the human intellect. These are the terms. So, mantra is such a thing. Mantra means the word or the group of words that calms down your mind. And once your mind is calmed down, automatically the chitta shuddhi starts taking place. Chitta becomes purer and purer. So the mantra can be, as we say, as Soham or Hamsa, these are the pure mantras. For the very advanced sadhaka, Hamsa is the mantra, or for the other sadhaka, Soham is a mantra in human form. So getting fully engrossed with Omkar is an indication of complete adoration of one to the aspect of soul. Means if the sadhak is getting fully into the mantra japa, or it is also called as Nadalaya, or Laya Yoga. So when the sadhak gets into the mantra fully, the chitta becomes steady and it helps the sadhak to remain in the awareness of the supreme energy. So this is one of the sutra Shiva says. Then the second sutra is Prayatnaha Sadhakaha. But for this, it doesn't happen of its own. The sadhaka needs to do a lot of efforts in this. That's why the second sutra says that to get the steady chitta, the sadhaka has to do a lot of spiritual practice because he is engrossed in the so many worldly matters, or he is attached to some of the spiritual aspects also. Getting attached is one of the biggest hurdle in sadhana. So he should come out of this, and for that he needs to do lot of efforts. And then when the chitta becomes very stable, the cosmic sound, that cosmic mantra of pranava, that starts oozing through the chitta. It comes from the Vijnanamaya Kosha. So that creates a connectivity with the Chitta Shakti that we have seen. So what is the third thing? Then how it happens actually? And when this connection gets established, then the third sutra Shiva says, Vidya Sharira Satta Mantra Rahasyam. See, Shiva is Satta, Prakasha and Sukha. Shiva, we can understand Shiva from these three aspects. And Shakti from the Satchitananda. Shakti, we are also part of Shakti. So it reflects as a Satchitananda at the self, Atma level of the Atma Tattva. So this is very mysterious. The Satta, Vidya is being in the body. And Sharira Satta is the being with the, remaining in the body, but being with the supreme entity, supreme being, that is Shiva. So what does it mean? Vidya Sharira Satta Mantra Rahasya. The mantra itself is a secret. It's a mystic doctrine. So which gets excellence with the body and wisdom. This is very mystical thing we can say about the mantra that Shiva says, that the Vidya is called here as a Shankari Vidya. So whatever the knowledge, wisdom is there about Shiva, Shaivagama, that is only through the Vidya, and that is called Shankari Vidya. And that is omnipresent in our Vijnanamaya Kosha. And Anandamaya Kosha is a Shiva Tattva only. So the secret of mantra is Ajapa Gayatri or Hamsa Pranavanad that gets established due to the mantra. And Manomaya Kosha gets calmed down. Then these two koshas start activating. The sadhaka doesn't need to put any external effort in this state. But for that, he should come out of the moha, of all spiritual moha and mundane moha. So this is the secret of mantra siddhi. This is called mantra siddhi. What happens now with the mantra? The mantra itself takes the vidya in your body mind complex or in your manomaya kosha. The mantra, the vidya is in Vidyanamaya kosha, but with the help of the mantra, the vidya gets established in our body mind complex. Got it? It is so. In a simple way, we can say like that. So, with this, the sadhaka find the way to go further for the urdhvagamana. So, this is mantra is the very helpful thing for the sadhak who is attached or who is entangled in moha maya. So, how to understand this? Then, how this state is being understood, or what type of wisdom starts getting evolved within. So the fourth sutra says, Garbhe chitta vikaso vishishta vidya swapnaha. The evolution of the consciousness or the chitta inside the body mind complex is a concept based on the non-specific dream of wisdom. See, here is this is in this sutra, Shiva tells about what can be the moha or what can be the delusion here. The evolution of the consciousness within the inner core or the body mind complex takes place on its own. Our external any sadhana, it doesn't help the chitta to get evolved. We can calm down the chitta, but further evolution is an automatic process that is being taken care by the chitta shakti. So chitta is always jada. It doesn't have any own energy. The chitta shakti helps the chitta to become more and more blossom. So here is the sutra says Garbhe chitta vikaso vishishta vidya swapnaha. So this is one of the vidya swapnaha. What our mind or chitta sees and understand during the dream state is vikalpa that we have seen. Swapna vikalpa, one of the sutra. So is an internal perception of the illusionary aspect which come in front due to mixing of random thought. That is a swapna. Here also Shiva says it is a vidya swapna. This is the illusionary aspect about vidya that the chitta will get evolved in our body mind complex, and then the vidya will start reflecting through the chitta, because the status of chitta becomes at higher stage. But what is the true thing is that the chitta is always jada, but the chitta shakti makes it very active and with full of vidya. And what helps? The mantra helps. So the moha here is getting attached to the elevated state of chitta, and considering the we can refer to the first sutra here. So this is what our first sutra says. Chittam mantraha. So with the help of mantra or with the help of all these external aids, external sadhana, we can improve the state of chitta, or we can make it at a super elevated state. Here the subconscious, conscious and superconscious chitta we can just quickly see. The subconscious chitta is with full of avidya. The conscious chitta is the chitta of the sadhaka. It is awakened state. It is not in a dormant state. But the superconscious chitta with chitta shakti, superconscious chitta is with the chitta shakti, it's very calm, but getting the energy, getting the vidya from the chitta shakti. So the sadhak should not remain in this moha that my chitta has been evolved and that's why I am getting the vidya. No, the chitta shakti is helping, the cosmic energy is helping. Here is, so that the sadhak should refrain from spiritual practice which are based on the fundamentals of evolution of chitta. So there are so many other practices also that claim that we will take your chitta to that level. There are so many darshanas also there. There are 6 darshana, nyaya, yoga. There are darshanas, and in few of the darshanas, very different philosophy you can see that they consider Atma in Nyaya Darshana, they consider Atma as a Jada, and Mana means the Buddhi gives the energy to the Atma. This is why they think in that Nyaya Darshana it is said like that. So there are different uh, philosophical aspects are there. The different thought processes are going on. But Shiva strongly saying that this is not the way. Uh, this is the moha. You can get attached to such type of illusions that you can get through your knowledge from other darshanas and other things. This is certainly we can conclude with this. So the next sutra in that, then actually what happens when the chitta gets the chitta, which is has become very calm and quiet with the help of mantra and getting the spiritual energy from the chitta shakti, then what happens is told in the fifth sutra that vidya samuthane swabhavike khechari shivastha, rising of the vidya means wisdom, because in English there is no parallel word for vidya, so I use wisdom, which by nature is cosmic, that elevates the being to the Shiva consciousness. The wisdom, that vidya, elevates the status of the sadhaka, that to be with the Shiva or remain in the Shiva consciousness. Here some special words are there, like khechari. Khechari, kha is the spiritual, the kha is the Sanskrit alphabet that's called akasha. Kha means akasha. And in our spiritual meaning, the akasha is the Shiva Tattva. Or the akasha here, the moving Shiva Tattva is the Shakti. Who is Khechari means the Shakti who moves through the space. You got it? That is the illuminating Vishwa or the illuminating universe we are seeing is the part of that. So here what Shiva says, when the Vidya rises of her own within the body-mind complex of the Siddha Yogi, this leads to the effortless expansion of the consciousness. Means from the Jada Sharira, it becomes the entering into the Sukshma Sharira and then finally merging with the Sukhamay Deha, with the Shiva consciousness. Here is the process it is being told. The Khechari is the state being as the cosmos, means the static energy of the Shiva Tattva. This is the state that is, and how it happens? Vidya Samuthane, with the rising of the Vidya within. When the Vidya, the spiritual wisdom or Vijnana that gets downloaded and it elevates such state of its with the help of Vidya only. Swabhavike, it happens Swabhavike. No effort is necessary in that. It happens of its own. The Vidya is the Shambhavi Vidya or the Vijnana is always stable. It never changes or it never gets disturbed with any of the attachments or any of the moha that sadhaka may get into while doing sadhana. So the sadhaka's identity comes out of the I consciousness here. The very good point is here that the Shakti is always there. So when we remain in the Shakti bhava, so that I consciousness dissolves. So here from somebody is the I consciousness, the sadhaka enters into nobody state. And then ultimately reaching to Shiva Tattva means becoming everybody. So that is a connection, that is a sutra for reaching to the Shiva consciousness. Once this merging happens, there is no scope for duality. So only Advaita remains there. So the sadhaka here, the moha is what? Avidya, about the or the not understanding vidya properly. That can be a moha. So the sadhak should not remain in the concept that the chitta elevated with vidya is everything, is the supreme state. No, it is other thing. And it takes you to the swabhavike, with effortlessly takes the sadhaka to the higher planes. Then what the next sutra says, Guru Rupaya. The form is Guru. See, the sadhaka can get attached to the Baya or the outer form of Guru, and that becomes a avidya, that becomes a moha. So you can say many shishyas are very attached to their Guru as a person. So it must be avoided. It is a moha because Guru Tattva is a Shiva Tattva. Guru takes some human form. He remains in that form for some years. Then he dissolves. So that form is always changing because it is Maya. So the sadhaka should not get attached to the Guru Rupaya. The Siddha becomes Guru Rupaya as great as Shiva. This is the another sense the sutra says. Here, what Guruji says, Guru is a tattva, an element or a quality inside you. Everybody is carrying Guru Tattva. Why? Because everybody is carrying Shiva Tattva. Shiva Tattva is Guru Tattva. So Guruji says that everybody is carrying the Guru Tattva within. It is not limited to the body or the form. This is a Tattva only. This is a principle. Don't get connect with the body and body form or human being or human form. The Guru element is present in every human being. That wisdom in each has to be invoked, awakened. This is what the spiritual sadhana is. We should not only should understand our energy is from the Shiva, at the same time we should understand the Guru is also within us. That is becoming the Antevasi. So we should be part of our Guru. We should understand the Guru is within us. When this element is awakened, misery in life disappears. What is a misery here? Moha is a misery here. The sadhaka is getting attached to these things is a moha. In our consciousness, wisdom comes to life when the Guru Tattva comes to life. When we have no desires in our own, then the Guru Tattva dawns on our life. It is not. When the Guru works for the humankind, Guru doesn't have any own desire or any own agenda for his own living. He is attaining something because he's a form of Shiva only. No? Like that, when we reach to that level, keeping aside the all moha and other things, we can reach to that level. And then we also should act like our Guru. That is the Mula mantra, that when we accept somebody as a Guru or take the Guru mantra, this is our responsibility, basic responsibility, that we should not do such thing or any such thing that harms the image of our Guru. Laukik level pe, we should not get into such things that will have any adverse effect on our Guru's image. Because when Guru Dharan is there, when we accept somebody as a Guru, then we should act like him only. We should at least try to act like him or her who is a Guru. So the Siddha has complete awareness about the presence of Mohamaya. That don't only consider Guru as a Rupa. Consider Guru within you. You become the Guru Rupa. Guru Rupaya is the Sutra. Both the way we can understand this. Once you become like Guru, you should always remain detached from Moha Maya, any other type of Maya, even Yoga Maya. So this is the 6th sutra. The 7th says Matruka Chakra Sambodha. Here Matruka Chakra means the 8th chakra, that is called Matruka Chakra, Shakti Chakra. And we have seen all the 8th chakra. So the sadhaka with the right perception of the Shakti Chakra lives in this world, having a continuing awareness of the cosmic energy flow within. Then what happens when the Matruka Chakra is the Siddha, the sadhaka reaches up to that awareness about the Shakti, that continuing oozing of the Vidya, of the Shakti, then he gets the continuing awareness. Yoga Bhumika, what we learn in the first Unmesha. That Yoga Bhumika happens with the Siddha, that is possible. And when the Shakti Chakra activation is there, that is called Shaktipata. The Guru can transfer or can activate the Shakti Chakra of the disciple or the Shishya. Like Ramakrishna Paramahansa has activated the Shakti Chakra of Vivekananda. So these are so many ways that Guru also activates the Shakti Chakra within, because in the earlier sutra we have seen that Guru Rupaya, the sadhaka should understand himself or herself as a guru. Then what happens? Swabhavike such Shakti, that Vidya starts getting oozing or getting downloaded in the sadhaka's mind, body-mind complex. You got it? So Kundalini energy, that is we call it the Shakti residing inside the human body. So that gets activated with this. Then what happens? Then with this such type of higher consciousness, this sadhak remains on the higher consciousness, and the moha about the chitta or vidya goes away at this stage. Moha. So again, that sadhaka should always remain in such awareness that he should not get again back into the moha about the chitta, about the vidya. Now why? Because he can become the Guru Rupaya, can become the Guru energy or Shiva energy. Then what happens? Then Shariram Havihi. The body is an intended oblation. Means what? We have seen there are three types of bodies. Gross body, means Deha, then subtle bodies, Sukshma Deha, and then the casual body, the Karan Deha or the Sukamaya Deha. That is a Shiva Tattva. So these are the three types of body. And every human being as a Jada Deha observes the limitations of Kala and Sthala. There are, and that's why the sadhak cannot realize the other two bodies. When he is attached with the body, this is a moha of the sharira. So he cannot understand the other two cosmic bodies, or the Sukshma Deha or the Karan Deha. Hence the seeker experiences limitation of time and space that we have seen. So with getting away from such type of moha, the Siddha gets energy from the Matrika Shakti. Then the separate entity that comes with the gross body dissolves. Means I am a body, that I-ness or the body consciousness dissolve. That is what has to be done. Havihi means Havan, we put some ahuti in the Havan. Na? So that's why the I-ness about the in the continuous consciousness about the conscious I-ness, what you call about the body, that dissolves, that has to be put in the fire of wisdom. Here the fire of wisdom is the continuous awareness, continuous alertness, that is called satarkata. Then the Siddha, when gets such type of energy, the journey after knowing the Matruka Chakra starts by offering the body consciousness in the wisdom, fire of the wisdom. So there is a complete absence of attachment towards his own body. You must have seen many saints. There was one saint in Nagpur. I forgot his name, the Muslim saint. Once what happened, one dog came and he was troubling. He even had some bites of the legs and other thing of the saint, Muslim saint. The people were asking, the dog is troubling you so much. Why you are not getting disturbed? You are not in pain. Then the saint said, Kutta jane, chamda jane. Means the dog, and chamda means of my body's flesh of my body. They are away. I don't have any concern about these two things. See how detached he is from the body. Even Janaka, the king Janaka was he was in this state. No body consciousness is there, separate. So in a mundane world, they live as a king or as a person, but they are not attached with the body. Such person is called as a Videhi. So this is why it happens. The expansion of the subtle body is taking place and merging in the Shiva Tattva. So in Srimad Amrutanubhava also, Nanekar Maharaj had said, Ange kira eka zale, pari nama rupache masale, hote tehi atale harihare. Here he says, the bodies became one. And now the form, nama rupache masale. The body is having the name and the rupa means form. Name and form. The body is made up of name and form, and that has been dissolved. And the Hara means the Shiva has aligned all the three bodies. It is very beautifully he has explained this tattva that the Shiva forever takes out this difference of the koshas and make and makes the alignment. The alignment is very necessary. What is the alignment? When anything, when any three, four things are in alignment, they don't go anywhere. There is a continuing thread in between, aligned one. So that's why all the three bodies act together. Even though the sadhaka is in a human form, or the siddha is in human form, his gross body, the subtle body, and the Sukhamay Deha, the Shiva Avastha, is remain in one line. They are not separate in that state. So is the state of Jivan Mukta Siddha. So remaining in the human body, but having such type of higher consciousness about the Shiva Tattva, about the Guru Tattva, is the this sutra talks about that. Then is the very beautiful sutra. Here the moha can be finding gross body separate from the other bodies. This can be the moha. Many siddhas at this level also, they get attached to their own body. It has happened. There are some examples that at this level also, even Gorakshanatha got this attachment about his body. And he was doing the sadhana for kaya siddhi, means forever retaining this body with him. He was very handsome. So it happens because of the very subtle level. Some past karmas are there, some prarabdhas there, some sanchit karma are there. Because of that also, this type of attachment can happen. So the Shiva says, don't be with this moha about the body and put as a ahuti in the wisdom fire. So what happens with that? Still the moha maya can get into the sadhaka's life. Then the annam, jnanam annam is the 9th sutra. Shiva says, knowledge is nourishment. See, this is very good sutra about the body. It's been said. Still the moha maya, knowledge is annam. For the body, knowledge is annam. When the sadhak is in moha maya, he should not consider this. Then what? The Jivan Mukta is the person, what we seen in the last sutra, he can remain without annam or water. He can remain without food or water. This is the state. This is called Maruta Avastha. He can remain only on the prana shakti. So you might have seen many siddhas, they don't eat, they don't take water also, they remain on the prana shakti. So this is the Vayu Tattva, this is the prana shakti with that. So knowledge is nourishment. Why? Because if you are living in a human body, knowledge is very necessary. And we have seen what is knowledge. Knowledge is the external information what we take. We grow. Here Guruji says we eat and grow. We are hardly 3 to 4 kg when we are born. And then we grow. We become up to 100 kgs also. It is because of the food only. Apart from this, there are another 3 sources of energy that we get. Through prana, through bhumi, from earth also we get energy, and through sleep. With having proper sleep with sushupti, longer time of sushupti, we get very close to the Atma Tattva. Atma Tattva, we get very close to Atma Tattva, we get very peace, we get very rest. And from that, we get the energy from the Chitta Shakti during the Sushupti Avastha. So likewise, the knowledge helps us grow spiritually up to certain extent. Along with silence and wisdom, we can reach to the higher levels. So here is the Jnanam Annam, is the sutra. Knowledge is the fuel for human body. If you want to remain in the human form, knowledge is very much necessary, but moha should not be there, that whatever external information I am having, whatever jnana I am having, is the only ultimate thing. Jnanamay ho jana means I am very full of knowledge, means I am somebody. That is the moha, the sadhaka can get entangled or get trapped into the moha. So the the sadhaka, who are Jivan Mukta, or the liberated soul, they do such type of sadhana, they remain away from such type of moha. So the moha maya, and where to address this issue, where not to get into moha maya, still remaining in the body, using the day-to-day knowledge. This is the fine balance is being, the balance is being done by the sadhaka. This is the centrifugal force and centripetal force, what we have seen in the last Unmesha. Keeping balance in both the forces. And the stage of Shariram Havi is very important for this knowledge sutra. The knowledge acts like a fuel to be alive on this path, because the Sharira is very important. Without this gross body, nobody can do the sadhana. Even for sadhana is not possible for devas also. Why? Because they don't have the body that human bodies have. Then the 10th sutra says, Vidya Samvare Tadusta Swapna Darshanam. Remaining in the purview of Vidya, the sadhaka can see as a dream as comes forth. Vidya continues, Vidya keeps the sadhaka in a continuous awareness. And the worldly knowledge and the learned information is not important. What is the Vidya that is being oozing from the Vijnanamaya Kosha, that is keeping the person or the sadhak at the Shiva Tattva, is very much important. So without carrying the bundles of knowledge and without putting any effort for yoga, the Siddha seeker lives in a very peaceful Paramananda, that is called supreme bliss. There are very few such type of Jivan Mukta Siddha. They look very common, like a very common person, like Nityananda or Nisargadatta Maharaj. They look very common, like a very common person. They do nothing. They don't want to do any such great heroic works also. They remain as a very common person. So Jnanadeva also says such is a state of Jivan Mukta. If he does something, or he is not interested in anything, never it affects no way and the status of his being a Jivan Mukta. The bondage of karma does not get created at all, as there is no intention or what to do anything. So this is also a state of Jivan Mukta. Many Jivan Mukta do great works for humanity. Some remain in a very calm and quiet state. So that doesn't mean that their state is evolved. It is also a state. So that is the Vidya Samhare Tadusta Swapna Darshanam. This is seeing everything as a swapna in a mundane life. That is a continuing awareness. So all these things are happening. So iti Dvitiya Unmesha Sampurna. This is the end of second Unmesha. Any question?
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.
Ma'am, like I heard about Mirabai. She used to see Shri Krishna. She used to worship Shri Krishna, and then after some times, she used to see like Shri Krishna. Other people can't, but she used to see him. So what was that? It was Mohamaya, or how it was?
This is Yogamaya. Seeing
Yogamaya.
somebody is again the act of the sensory organ of the eyes. So this is Yogamaya.
Yogamaya. It's not Mohamaya.
No. Mira was not in.
Okay.
It was earlier days. She was in Yogamaya. It happens with almost all the siddhas. They get some of the other way in the Yogamaya. That's why the first chapter Unmesha is for the Yogamaya only. Shiva said. This is common. Because there was an intention, there was a love about Krishna as husband. You got it? She used to consider Krishna as her husband. But later on, that state also disappeared from her consciousness. So she came out of the yoga mind. It happens.
But ma'am, if anyone entangled in any kind of Maya, but if they do sadhana regularly and walk on path, then ultimate after some time it will go off.
It has to go out. So it is very difficult state to come out of yoga maya. With the Guru's grace, we can attain this in this janma also, this life also, or we may have to take another life or many lives also. That's why we should know the basics about the Maya, where we can get entangled, how to come out of that. That is why knowledge is important. The last sutra says, no, knowledge is very important for doing sadhana. Then after certain level, the Vidya takes care of the Chitta.
That from Vijnanmaya Kosha.
Huh.
Okay. So if somebody don't read anything also, if they entangled in Maya, but after some time through their Vijnanmaya Kosha, they will automatically get that knowledge.
No, with the prarabdha karma, no? Or the last birth.
I mean, with the sadhana, I mean, whatever sadhana they have done because of that Vijnanmaya Kosha.
Yes, it happens.
Yeah.
In the Gita also, Sri Krishna said, Arjuna said, if I do this type of sadhana and if I die in between, where the samskaras will go. Sri Krishna says, again, you will get all these things in a next birth. It is like the clouds in the sky that they get, that we can see them scattered, but they are there. Like that, the impressions are there always in the chitta, good and bad. Karma is good and bad also, both ways.
So, ma'am, we get all this kind of Maya because of our prarabdha karma.
Even Kriyaman karma also.
Kriyaman karma and prarabdha in mix.
When going into Vitarka is a Kriyaman karma.
Okay.
Means understanding the knowledge or the granthas in a different way, or in a what you call in proper way. It is a Kutarka. Sorry, this is a Kutarka, and going into Kutarka is also Kriyaman karma. So that is in a spiritual world, it is called the Adhapatan. Means if you have acquired certain stage in your earlier birth and in this birth, because of your Kriyaman karma, your energy is depleting. So that is Adhapatan. So that's why awareness is very necessary. We should be aware every moment. Spiritual sadhana is a very difficult task. That's why Bhakti Marga is always preferred and always advised by many saints. Because Bhakti is a total surrender. The person never thinks much about the path or any about the knowledge. Whatever Guru has told, accept 100% beyond that path. So the distractions are not there. That is what Bhakti Marga. The Narad Bhakti Sutra is very good sutra. There are many sutras told by Narad about the Bhakti, Navavidha Bhakti, how it happens. There are 9 types of Bhakti. Very beautiful sutra. Guruji also has given lectures on this sutra. So Bhakti Marga is the easiest way for human being for remain on this path. And after this, you need the Jnana and Vijnana. That's why the Jnana Vijnana is one of the adhyaya in Gita. Jnana Vijnana Yoga. Sri Krishna is told in detail about this. And the 6th chapter is important, 8th, 7th, 8th, full of knowledge.
So Yogeshwari ji, here they are saying that ultimately you have to detach from the physical body of the Guru. So then again that becomes Nirguna, na?
Nirguna. Yes.
Yeah.
Nirguna is a higher state.
And then what was mentioned there, that the Guru transfers the Chit Shakti. So what, that is for the enlightened people, right?
No. To anybody. Guru knows what is a past life of the Shishya. So he activates the 8th chakra. That is Shaktipat. That is what the Chitta, the chakra is called Shakti.
Shaktipat means what?
Shaktipat means activating the 8th chakra. That is in a dormant state in general with all the people. sadhaka may get some glimpse of that. But the guru then activates, keeping hand on the Sahasrara chakra here, that's 8th chakra gets connected. Or he may put some like this, tapli
So it's
marna,
beyond the sahasrara. It's beyond the sahasrara, right?
or even at the Hridaya chakra also. They put the hand on the Hridaya chakra. These are 3-4 ways. Even from the seeing, by seeing also, Shaktipata can happen. Shaktipat can happen remaining in kilometer away from the Shishya. With the Sukshma and Sukhomay Deha, the Guru can give the Shaktipat.
Ma'am, even in that
How is
book,
it possible? How
Okay.
is it possible? I can't understand. Sorry, I interrupted you. You ask.
Okay.
You ask.
the same thing that you're talking of, no? In Autobiography of a Yogi, Yukteswarji, Swami Yukteswarji, he taps the heart chakra of,
Yes.
so the same thing, like
Yes,
what,
same thing, same.
yeah. So
Tapping
it
heart
gets,
chakra means putting the Shakti through that chakra. It
yeah.
happens at for the level of the Shishya, they do.
And ma'am, like you say,
See, I've seen, in a particular group of people, they, like the devotees coming and standing, and the whoever the master or the guru is touching this part, and then she loses her consciousness. What is that? Why do they do that?
Yeah, this is Ajna chakra only. These are the tricks actually. Losing consciousness and other things, that may happen. But the way I have seen 3-4 videos also, either this is a some
Right?
trick sort of a thing, or there are people, they create such type of mahol jisko bolte hain.
Yeah.
I have seen so many Christian gurus, no? They put a hand here and the ladies start rolling and
Yeah.
start,
Vibrating. So
shouting.
basically,
It doesn't happen. It doesn't
Get
happen.
checker means they are doing something because it's happening spontaneously, right?
If it is happening spontaneously, that is a different thing. And that rarely happens with very elevated person whose Argya chakra means that Chitta Kundalini is there. There the Guru touches and elevates
Exactly.
that Urdhvagaman of the energy starts. So very elevated the Shishya must be. That happens, definitely happens. But what we see in the videos and other things, many people are having that experience.
Yeah. Shouting and yeah.
As per my knowledge goes.
So you're saying that is not the right way,
That
right?
is the right way, but the Shishya should be of that level.
Okay.
It happens.
That is elevating the energy to the 8th chakra.
From 6th to 8th. So there are other 5 chakras here. It's called Golata. So but this rising is very difficult. Very difficult. Means the जो शिष्य होता है वो बहुत तैयार होना चाहिए.
Correct.
ma'am, even like, during the initiation process, like I've experienced, like, salivation happens. So if my guru has initiated me, I was like sitting in the last row, 10,000 people. But I experienced that, during the mantra chanting, that salivation started, which had never happened. And then it's continued. And later on, I got to know that it's like when the vagus nerve gets activated, then the salivation happens. So I do believe that, a guru can initiate you from far away distance also. You don't have to be just sitting right in front of him. It's not always possible. It's
Not
not always
necessary
possible.
also. From kilometers away, the Shaktipata can be happening. But here one thing
Yeah.
is there, that vagus nerve, what is you are saying, this is a part of Annamaya Kosha.
Okay.
Vagus nerve activation is a very simple thing. We can also activate our vagus nerve.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vagus nerve is not a part of spiritual structure. That Sushumna, activation of Sushumna is a different thing. Vagus nerve is a different thing. That vagus
Okay.
nerve starts from here and goes up to our stomach, activating
Okay.
each and every aspect. So that is at very physical body. Annamaya Kosha.
Yeah.
It is seen. Vagus nerve is seen.
Yeah. And thereafter, like as you said in that sutra, na, sharir becomes very important. To have a strong body,
Yes.
it becomes really big. And I realize that because I don't have that kind of a strong spine. So I realize that it's becoming a hurdle in the spiritual progress. One needs to take care of the physical body also.
No, again, spine is a part of Annamaya Deha.
Yeah.
And the spiritual practice starts of removing the awareness of the body.
Okay.
Deham havi na.
Mhm.
जब तक आप ग्रॉस बॉडी का अवेयरनेस आहुति में नहीं देते हो, ये चेतना जागरूक नहीं होती. See the subtle
Okay.
difference.
Yeah.
So Yogeshwari ji, can you explain once that portion, where the Vidya joins with the Vidya and that is a little confusing. What happens? The
Which
wisdom.
sutra is that?
Yeah, I forget. Fifth one or
Chitta Shakti,
yeah.
that Chitta associated with cosmic energy, that Chitta Shakti.
Okay.
Was fifth?
Vidya samutthane swabhavike kesari marg. This is that. Vidya.
Yeah.
Vidya means what? The Chitta Shakti. This is Shambhavi
Huh?
Vidya. For the
What is Shambhavi
this
Vidya?
is what is the knowledge part, na? Or the Vijnana part. That is of the Shaivagama जो है, उसका जो विद्या है, that is full of the Vijnana, and that is Shambhavi Vidya. Vidya is refer all over, that is Shambhavi Vidya. And that is the, in our, what we are learning here is the Shakti that oozes from the 8th chakra. That Shakti is the Vidya only.
So the Vidya, with the knowledge that we are gaining, so what is it doing? It is coming to us and activating the Chitta Shakti, is it?
No, Chitta Shakti activates our Chitta. It is always other way. Vidya activates our Chitta.
Chitta.
We only our work is to clean our Chitta.
Silence, make it calm, right?
Do all the practices to calm down your Chitta. That is why Patanjali says, no, yoga se Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Once the Chitta Vritti Nirodha happens, when the Chitta becomes calm, you need not to do anything after that. Then the Chitta Shakti takes care of.
Okay.
It is other way. That is the moha, na, in one of the sutra we have seen that considering our Chitta as a supreme thing, that is a moha. Chitta.
And even the saint who wanted to hang on to his body. So what, that is also a moha, right?
Yes. That is also a moha.
Ma'am, Mahesh Yogi ji, he has explained very beautifully about Chitta and mind in his video, where he talks about that lake and the ripples. And like you're saying, no, let the Chitta be like, mind be totally calm. And then you can see what is beneath automatically.
Yes.
No ripples. Yeah.
No ripples. And that state of the Jivan Mukta Siddhana, Dhaneshwar Maharaj says that any ripple happens and it calms down. Then again, second ripples never happen.
Yeah.
The state of Chitta is so calm, there is no other disturbance in it.
Yeah.
This is a state of the Chitta. Chitta ki avastha is very important in sadhana. That is the only thing we have to do at our human mind level. That's all the pranayama is given, meditation is given. All other things are only for calming down the Chitta.
The Manomaya, right?
Manomaya koshas. These are the 4 aspects. Mana, Chitta, Buddhi, Ahankara.
This is the only thing which is in our hand also.
Yeah.
It fuses with the Vidyanmaya Kosh then finally.
Then finally Chitta Shakti starts giving energy to the Chitta. Then you get all the siddhis. Then the higher states are automatically happen with you. Because we start merging with the Shiva Shakti, Shiva consciousness, the ultimate cosmic energy. Then what is everything? You get everything.
So interesting, no?
It's very interesting. It's very interesting.
So all the gurus are basically only Shiva Tattva, and they have been given a different physical form to help all of us, all
But
all
the
the
guru
same.
should be Sadguru. Huh?
Yes.
Yes. There are so many gurus. They keep on giving some items and some whatever, some
Miracle.
idols or something to do puja and all. So it is as per their own state of. This is all siddhi. Many guru start they become guru only to use the siddhi. This is also there.
Yes.
That is also one of the yoga maya.
Yes.
And
There is
there's
there
that
is
Dhyan Sarvashrishta Puja hai na. So in Dhyan only that Manomai thing will calm down. No? The Manomai question. Yeah.
so like there is one mantra that one Guruji had given. Om Namo Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. He said. So Swaha is like, as you were saying, like offering ourselves in the fire of visiting. Is it the
See, the
same?
original mantra is Om Namah Shivaya only.
Yeah,
That is ancient, most ancient mantra. What is
yeah,
meaning of Swaha? When we do Havan, we put the ahuti. And
yeah.
when we say Swaha, the Agni Mukha gets open. And that ahuti reaches to the Devas. This is the basic principle calling Swaha.
Okay.
And Om Namah Shivaya is the five. Om Namah Shivaya is the five tattva only.
Yeah.
Panchama. So with Om Namah Shivaya Swaha, I have never seen this.
I've never heard.
Havan also, nobody says Om Namah Shivaya Swaha. Even Shiva Gayatri Swaha happens. Tatpurushaya Vidmahi Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. About the Mahesha Swaha, it happens. But Om Namah Shivaya Swaha, I have not heard about.
I'll check it again and I'll get back to you in the next lecture. I'll check it again precisely. Probably I'm wrong. I'll just get
It
back to
happens,
you.
or he may have some another knowledge point in that. We don't know.
Yeah.
But
That was
ultimately what Guruji says, na, you should use the knowledge like so. You want to
Yeah.
remove avidya, for that knowledge is necessary. But after
Mm.
that, you have to take bath with clean water.
Yeah.
Is it not? We can't remain the whole day with the soap on our body. No. Like that,
Yes.
knowledge should not be there in our consciousness or in chitta. Chitta should be clean, like taking bath with the clean water. Knowledge should not be used. Or you need not to use the knowledge when you go at that place.
So even like, yeah, I remember I've heard Gurudev saying this, that you're talking about the soap thing. So like when we're reading scriptures, yes, it's like applying soap on us. That I understand. But like you're saying, washing ourselves with clean water, that aspect I've not been able to understand.
Means what? You have to read this. You should with the knowledge you will get how to, you get information how to go in a meditation, how to do pranayama. These are all
Yeah.
knowledge points, very
Yeah.
necessary for sadhana.
Yeah.
But once you go in the meditative state, in that you are doing nothing. You are not applying any knowledge there. You are just observing the mind.
Yeah.
Let mind, any thought let come and go. We are not reacting on the thoughts. That is a
Yeah.
meditation. And slowly the incoming flow of the thoughts gets reduced and ultimately stops. Then the mind becomes very calm and ultimately chitta becomes very. So during that, all the processes like doing Sudarshan Kriya, we erase out so many memories, past karmas. These help in getting cleaner chitta. And once you are in with the clean chitta, you have to do nothing. Cleaner chitta means taking clean water shower.
Okay. Thank you.
That's why many gurus, no, they are like very common person. They are doing nothing, no pranayam, no meditation, nothing. But they are at the ultimate state.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, you said that there is a Shakti path. So path means there is something delete.
No, no, no.
Did,
Path
did
means
so, ma'am, no, I
Sanskrit is very
I
rich
thought,
language here. You can have
okay,
n number of meanings of a word.
okay.
Shakti
Actually,
path
ma'am,
means
what I thought,
activating that
there,
Shakti chakra or transferring the Shakti. शक्तिपात, शक्ति का आ जाना, नीचे आ जाना, from 8th chakra to 7th chakra. Shaktipat.
So, ma'am, actually, what I thought in my mind that after Shakti path done by Guru, from the little bit energy, Guru gives his sadhana or energy to Shishya, so his energy or sadhana gets reduced, or what is that?
No. Guru is full of Shiva Tattva. And
Yes,
if you are a science student, you know the law of conservation of
yes, yes, yes.
You know that, no?
Yes.
Energy
Yes.
cannot be created, cannot be
It
destroyed.
has been
Shiva
destroyed.
energy, ultimate cosmic energy is always there. Guru is full of Shiva energy. So after Shaktipat, nothing happens. In the Amrutanubhav, there are many verses on this. Naneshwar Maharaj has very beautifully explained all these aspects. Shaktipata is very rarely it is being done with the Patra Shishya. With the what you call, who is eligible, the Shishya who is eligible only, they get the such type of, and nothing, no energy loss is happened. It is like only putting on the switch, button dabate and light lagta hai na, that button dabana is the Shaktipat in a very layman's language.
Ma'am, after Shakti path, what changes come in Shishyas?
What comes?
What changes come in Shishya?
Then the Shishya starts on that level only, na? Jivan Mukta Dasha.
So it happens suddenly or step by step with Shishya?
No, it happens suddenly at that moment. That's why the Shaktipata happens.
So, ma'am, like you say that Guru comes looking for a Shishya, no? That's what they say, no? A Guru finds the disciple. It's not we
Times,
who,
yes. Guru finds.
yeah, it's not we who go looking for a Guru.
Both
Only
way
when
it
we are,
happens. No,
both way it happens.
Yes.
I always thought when we are ready, then the Guru, we'll find the Guru.
No.
No?
We should have that eagerness.
Yeah.
Many times it remains dormant in this birth, but in our previous birth, we must have done so many higher level of sadhana. We are eligible for getting Shakti-pata or getting Guru. That time, if we are in this birth, if we are attached to any of moha or in avidya, slight, then the Guru comes and immediately removes those things. Because there is a connection with the Guru. Past birth connection.
Ma'am,
That's why Guruji always says, "Na, you don't know. You were with me in many births." He tells always in his pravachan or satsang.
Yeah. True.
Vishwaji, how does Guruji know that, like, for in the future births also will be with him or not? Does he know that?
Yes. Because why we don't know what is happening in the future? Because the human body has the constraint of kama and kala and sthala, time and space. The Jivan Mukta has no such constraint. They are of Shiva only. They know everything. That's why Sri Krishna told the Vishwarup Darshan. Na?
Yeah.
On the Trikala he showed to the Arjuna.
He also said the same thing, na, that you don't know. I know
you
that
don't.
I was with you.
I know everything.
Yeah.
This I is elevated I. No? Aham
Yeah.
Brahmasmi. I am in everybody. Sri Krishna is the Yogeshwar, and Guruji said that Sri Krishna is the only Sadguru who could show the Brahma, means who could show the Shiva or the ultimate cosmic truth to Arjuna.
In his mouth, he showed it.
ma'am, like you said, for Shakti Pata, आपको तैयार होना पड़ेगा. So there is some eligible criteria for that. If you fulfill, तो मतलब वो जो तैयार होना है. So ma'am, शिष्य का मतलब ऐसा क्या, कौन सा eligible criteria? Can you elaborate?
Yes, clean chitta. That is the only criteria.
Ma'am, purity of
chitta.
Yeah.
That is the criteria. That is
Some-
the only thing we have to achieve with his human body, getting our chitta clean.
And ma'am, that concept of Uma Kumari, the purity was very beautiful when you said, no, Uma Kumari is that pure desire.
Ichha
That
Shakti
was great.
Kumari. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That
When you,
elevated state, the Ichha, the desire of the Siddha, is virgin like Uma. Uma is virgin, na? Shakti is virgin. Though she in Amrutanubhav, Mauri says, Jnaneshwar Mauri, that Shakti has given birth to the Vishwa, the universe.
yeah,
यूनिवर्स इतना बड़ा बच्चा उन्होंने पैदा किया in a virgin state. It's all in a guhya or in a very mystic way he talks. The Shakti is virgin. All the Ichha Vasana, they are all at the human level, not at the higher level.
yeah.
Yogeshwari ji, they say that everything will go away after this body, but only the sadhana we can carry forward. So sadhana, like how much are we able to carry forward?
Everything that is
the
being
knowledge
stored in the memory, chitta,
Chitta, okay.
and that is being that has been erased from the chitta. The less the memory, the less the evolved state of the chitta and better birth we get. Again we get connected with the knowledge, again we get connected with the guru, then all things starts happening at very tender age. Like Shankaracharya at the age of 8, Guruji at the age of 4. Even my guru, he was as a balak, means as a what do you call it, child, the 3 months, 4 months child. He had that type of awareness.
Who is your guru?
He's a Tukamai.
Oh, Sant Tukamai.
Tukamai. He is a guru of Brahma Chaitanya Gondolekar Maharaj.
Ma'am, you physically met him?
No, how can she? No.
No. He met me in an astral form when I was just 16, 17, not even 17 years old.
You saw him?
No. There is no seeing. There is only Zaniv jisko bolte na. You have the anubhuti of having guru with you and getting the mantra and.
But mantra has to be given to you by someone in form, right?
Not necessary.
Not necessary?
Not.
Oh. So it came to you, the mantra just came to you through your guru in meditation?
Not meditation. This is
Then?
no, there is a, you can't describe those moments. No? You can't describe it words,
Right.
what happens at that time.
Correct. Yeah. You should not also describe.
Yeah. But when I got the permission to talk about this, then only started writing and talking about this. With some
Correct.
of the mysteries keeping with myself only.
Yeah.
Your understanding, ma'am, is very, very, very clear. Very clear. You
Yeah.
clearing.
Because Guru Tattva is so kind with me. Na? This Yogi Aurobindo taught me about how the Panchakosha works. 2.5 hours he was explaining me. I was asking him question, he was explaining to me how it works.
Yeah. That mantra concept you explained last session, it is so beautifully explained, like, that ripples and lake thing. I could really understand when you said, like, how our Manomaya, it starts getting expanded.
Yes.
So, like, Gurudev keeps saying, like, mind is outside the body, mind is outside the body. I could never understand. But that day when you spoke about it, about the power of mantra chanting, it kind of made me realize the beauty of what we are doing.
That's why this one-to-one or with talking with a very limited group of people, na, it helps. Guruji talks with thousands of people, na? So he never means he hardly say something. The eligible Shishya gets it. what he is telling. Because he can't talk each and everything, no?
Yeah.
There are some human limitations also.
Yes. Yes.
But he
Yes.
explains, see, during meditation, you get all these things.
Yeah.
This is what is my experience.
Yes.
Very
Even like, yeah, even like
Very
Panchkosha meditation and all, when I keep
very,
doing
very
it,
beautiful.
keep doing it over and over again. And when I do it for the others also, I'm just kind of understanding how the sense organs are being let go, why we are closing eyes, why we are letting go of the sounds. It's so beautiful. And your lectures are really adding depth to the practice. It's
Thank
really
you.
working. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so
So
much.
the
Thank you.
5 rahasyas you said were, what were they? One was Janma
Janma
Rahasya,
Mrityu, Raja Rahasya,
Raj Rahasya,
Mantra and Prakriti.
Prakriti.
In that, Raja Rahasya is not mentioned here. All 4 Rahasyas are mentioned very subtly. You will not find this anywhere about the Rahasya Shiva is talking.
So today,
But these are in
One question I have.
today Mantra Rahasya was touched, right? Today?
No, last session we touched the Mantra Rahasya because that was the last sutra of the first one. But now we are connected with the Chitta Mantra for the sadhak who is trapped in Mohamad. So that is the first sutra, Chitta Mantra. That was today's first sutra.
So these things that you're reading, can we get the PDF of these?
Yes, yes, yes. I will give.
Okay, we just spoke about Shakti, I don't know what you say, Shakti Chakra, and then how the information or the knowledge is downloaded. So Gurudev has also taught us about this Shakti Kriya. Is this any relation?
See,
Does
Shakti Kriya is very, very powerful Kriya.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does this also open the Shakti Chakra or?
No. It activates your Kundalini.
Okay.
Then the detailed sadhana happens of its own. Very important. And the true sadhakana, जिसको सच में sadhana करना, they must learn the Shakti Kriya.
Uh-huh.
But this is again a Guru Krupa.
Mm-hmm.
You must have the Guru Krupa with you.
Yeah.
But Shakti Kriya is very. For
And,
me, it is a turning point for my sadhana.
Mm-hmm. And one more thing I want to say is, like you say, everything is downloaded or everything is there in the Vigyanmaya Kosh, right? All knowledge is in the Vigyanmaya Kosh. So as your intuition increases, does it mean we are coming closer to the Vigyanmaya Kosh?
Yes. Intuition means good chitta, good quality chitta.
Okay. So to go to the Vigyanmaya Kosh, first you have to clear up all these Manomaya Koshas, everything, and only
Yes.
then you can ascend.
We can't ascend. At that time, the descending starts.
Okay.
Our ascending part is up to the chitta cleaning, up to the Manomaya Kosha cleaning, up to the Sahasrara Chakra, maximum. Agya to Sahasrara. Because Sahasrara is also out of our body.
Okay.
It is above Brahmarandra. So up to 6th chakra, that's why Shat Chakra Bhedan is the very important process in Natha Sampradaya or any sadhana. Or you can say that Radha Swami cult is there. Na? They also say that Shat Chakra Vedan is very important. From Brahmarandra, you should go up. So I was very young when one of our very close relative asked me to do this. Then he asked me to go above the Brahmarandra. Then I asked him where to go. That time I was very, very young. So this type of experiences was not there. Experience was not there about the Dwadashanta Mandala and other things. Then I asked where to go. Then he got annoyed. Why you are asking such type of questions? It was a genuine question for me. That where to go? Above jana means kya? Kahan jana? That was also a turning point for me.
Oh.
You have the inner
Okay.
urge, na? Guru gives the knowledge, imparts the knowledge to you.
Okay, so we can do only till Manomay Kosh. After that, it is
It
the grace
happens.
of the Guru.
We get ultimately connected. Na, that yoga happens. Yoga means kya? Yuj is the basic Varnamala mein wo basic word hai. Getting connected. It's a verb yuj in Sanskrit. Yoga means getting connected. Manomay Kosha to the Vijnana Kosha. Our work is to clean our chitta and get connected with that. Don't never getting trapped in Mohamaya or Mahamaya or Yoga Maya. We should not get trapped into that. Remain with a clean chitta, then everything takes place. Swabhaviki, vidya swabhaviki aati hai, with no efforts. That becomes our own nature, swabhava.
Yes, thank you.
Ma'am, all this is given in your book.
Yeah,
That your
that's why I in every of my book, like Lalleshwari or this Amrutanubhav, I have given one chapter on this. Every sadhak must know this. What do you say? Because this is why I have done the sadhak. You should know basic things. I am a technical person, basically. You can understand. I am an engineer. So, very meticulous about learning very basics. So about the sadhana also, I learned the basic things. Kya hota hai. And Guru is so kind that Panchakosha has been explained by Sri Arvind Ghosh, like that. So there are so many gurus help me on this.
So this is given in Amrit. The Shiv Sutras are given in.
No, Shiva Sutra I am not giving much because it is a Pradipika. That's why many people are asking me to explain it in a very bigger way, means thoroughly explain all these things, what I am talking in this series. No? I need to add those things. There are certain corrections also I found in the book.
What you're reading, where you're reading, that is not your book. This is not your book.
Yeah, this is my book only.
Your
This is a
book.
draft
only.
part available in my computer.
Okay. So, like, if I have to get hold of all this text in the form of hard copy, then I have to order your book.
Yes, either you order Laleshwari or in Laleshwari you can get the Kashmir Shevagam aspect also. But in this Amrutanubhav, you won't get Kashmir Sheva. It is purely about Shevagam, Natha Sampradaya related. Even Laleshwari was Shaktipat cult. She was disciple of Shaktipat cult.
I don't understand Laleshwari concept. That's not known to me as yet.
She was a Kashmiri saint.
Laleshwari's guru. Who was Laleshwari's guru?
Paramananda Tirtha was his guru. Was her guru.
Paramananda.
Tirtha.
She was a Kashmiri sadhika.
So, any other question?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
is cosmic energy is Chitta Shakti? I mean, there is a Shiva and Shakti. So Shiva, that what we are talking of, and the Shakti is that is Chitta Shakti. When Chitta gets stable and in silence zone, then our ego doesn't operate. That Chitta Shakti operates. It's like that.
No. See, the Manomaya
Then-
Kosha is having 4 Antakaran Chatushtaya, Mana Chitta Buddhi Ahankara. All get stabilized. All get calmed down. Then only Chitta gets calmed. Then you reach up to some higher level, like our Buddhi acts like a Pragya. I told you, one of my session. Then Chitta becomes a Chinmatra. And the Ahankar becomes Aham Brahmasmi. Like that. Mind becomes very calm. Mind doesn't play any role. That no mind state happens there.
Okay, so when there is a no mind state, that time cosmic energy plays game.
You get connected with the higher question, with the question.
Okay.
So that's why these basics are very much necessary to understand such sutras. These are very higher texts. Like with Bhairav Tantra. This is a Tantra part. These are techniques.
Yes.
Narad Bhakti Sutra. All these terms are used there also. In Bhakti also you need to have the knowledge of such terms.
Ma'am, we want to learn everything from you. Yes, because if we go to read also, I think our mind is not that, and especially mine is not that clear. So maybe I understand something else out of it. It will create again problem for me. Or
Do step by
people
step.
like me.
Yeah, we'll go step
Yes.
by step.
You should always go very, very slowly. This is not fast track. Sadhana is not a fast track.
Okay.
At the age of 17, I got the first mantra. And at the age of 52, I started talking about this. I started writing when I was 14, 47, 45, 45, 46. I started writing about these all essential aspects. But the permission for talking, see how long is the sadhana.
Yes.
How you
Period.
got attracted to Kashmiri Shaivism?
Yes, I have the knowledge about Kashmiri Shaivism.
I think that also came to you like by grace.
Yes, the Shiva Sutra is one of the knowledge stream for Kashmir Shaivism. Even Spandakarika, a good thing. So I have already started working on that. Spandakarika. Very beautiful.
Guruji
Kashmir
also
Shaivism.
said things about Spandakarika, na? Guruji gave a
Yes.
short.
Guruji started talking.
Yeah.
All is vibration.
Uh,
Samanya Spanda
way
Vishesh.
fa- yeah.
The realm is very beautiful, very calm, soothing, spiritual realm.
Yeah, but we have to balance both the, the material and the spiritual. It's not easy.
No, give weightage to that. Na? So, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyam, the Guru takes care of all these things.
Yeah, I'm sure he will take care. He is taking care. So suddenly we got introduced to you and you said, yes, make a small group. Like, this is grace.
Yeah,
What
this
else?
is grace.
What else? Yeah.
This is grace.
Yogeshwari ji, we don't get to question in this way when it's a big group with some yogi ji or some, sitting, some sannyasi, because it is not possible to answer. So, but now like how we had so many questions in our minds and we are getting the answers from. This is also grace, Guruji.
This is also grace. It's
Yeah.
only grace. Otherwise, the unknown question I am facing, and immediately I am finding the way, or immediately I am finding the answer for that. So it is also Guru grace. It's all Shakti.
Yes.
Shakti takes care of it. It's what Shakti is speaking. When you forget your own entity as a person, then the Shakti talks. And this is all with you only. You with all the Vigyan is with everybody. Everyone is having the Vigyan meditation. Only you need to tap that. That is sadhana. But it's always good to have satsang like this.
Yes, yes.
Talking about the truth, talking about the sadhana path. It's always good.
How to improve our sadhana.
How to get the concepts clear.
Yes.
What the elevated Shiva has told us. It's always good.
Ma'am,
It's seva. For me, it's a seva
Yes.
to my Guru.
ma'am, you are streamlining our thought process. As we are with you, you are actually, showing us that path. So we are just getting so clear with our perception as we are with you.
Thank you. I'm able to, means this is such a knowledge now we can't express through words. So it becomes very difficult, and that too in English, very limited language and it's not my mother tongue. So becomes difficult. Still, that meaning or that energy is reaching. That's what I'm finding.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, that's so great.
Thank you so much.
I don't know, without this
So
much
many- yeah.
clearation, I mean, if this not happen, then I don't know what I thought about and which thing did I go and it was really horrible.
Kamini form a group. I told Kamini immediately form a group.
Yes.
It's grace. Guruji's grace.
All grace, all grace.
Thank you for accepting me.
From last Shivratri, we were trying
Yes,
to,
thank you, ma'am.
This
to
is
make a
even
group and
Parisha
expand the
is
knowledge. Yeah.
so many, around 1 year up, at least, na?
Yeah,
Parisha?
Shivratri, na? Yeah, from Shivratri, we were after you.
Oh, is it? Oh,
So the right time has come now. Shravana Adhik Mas has come. So before that,
Wow.
we are on the path again.
This is in
Thank you
Chaturmas,
so
na?
much.
Chaturmas is going on.
Yeah.
We have some targets. Na? This is a small steps we can take.
yes.
Target about doing meditation daily for this much of the time. Anything. Japa, Laya Yoga also helps. Mantra Japa helps. If your guru has given some mantra, you can recite. Have some target about doing that during the Chaturmas. Like that, small steps help a lot.
Ma'am, I'm going to Varanasi.
Wow.
But stay there for 9 days. Huh? If you really want to visit,
Oh,
that is important thing.
9
Why
days
9
won't be
days?
possible.
Why 9 days?
9 days, why Navratri is there? 9 days has some significance.
Hmm.
Your tamas then starts getting calmed down first 3 days, then rajas
Hmm.
calm down, then sattva remains. You remain in sattva in the last 3 days. That's why 9 days stay is very important. Getting that energy. Otherwise, jaake chuke aana. Okay,
Hmm.
good for mind.
Next time, huh? She will do.
Next time. Yeah. I'll explore it this time and next time I'll go alone.
So on Saturday, we'll start the third blossom, Tritiya
Yes.
Unmesha, about the people in Mahamaya. Sadhak in Mahamaya. But after some sutras, then Shiva has given fantastic sutras. Very elevated knowledge we can learn through those sutras. So we'll meet on Saturday night. Jai Gurudev.
Very good.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev, ma'am. Jai Gurudev to all.
Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev.